In this video, I have coded Minecraft to trap me in an inescapable glass box and also to give me one random item every 5 minutes. How long will it take us to fill this glass box with our own unique universe and to potentially even defeat the Ender Dragon? Stick around for this series and find out with me. This is The Box, Part 2. Thank everyone so much for the insane support during the Box Part 1 release last week. We started last week with 4 subscribers and as of yesterday now have well over 1,000. It's actually crazy growth to me and makes me so excited for the future and our upcoming series. Also, keep a lookout for a special 100 Days Hardcore Survival Island video as my personal thanks for 1,000 wishers here on YouTube. With that all being said, if you end up liking the content and want to follow the future of the channel, please subscribe. It's free and it means the absolute world to me. Now, let's jump back into The Box. Oh my god, what? This is why I did not want to use the stairs. We will be switching the generator over to cobblestone ASAP. Okay, that's not good. At least it was somewhat contained. The box has blessed us with another birch sapling. Really need dirt, box. Really could use the dirt. Thank you for the birch sapling though. But really could use the dirt. Okay, that should fix, there we go. That should fix the lighting on fire problem that we were having there. So much better, much better. Ooh, if I don't light this up, we could have mob spawning first stack of cobblestone and a little bit more actually. We could build up the pond a little bit more, thinking about doing that, but also I just had a thought. We have 2 lava buckets. I think it's good to have a backup lava source just in case anything does go south with this. But if we get another one, I think it would be kind of nice to have a block of obsidian behind where I mine, so I could just hold down the left click and then infinitely mine like this. So it kind of works now, but obsidian would make it super work, and then I would just be able to click and never have to worry about the generator. So that would be really cool. Hopefully we get a chance to do that. At the very least, we'll do it in the far future. All right, we're kind of expanding out this pond a little bit. I am a little bit concerned because it means I'll have to jump up to the water, which right now takes food, and we're so far below where we need to be that we can't even run with the little bit of hunger that we have left. But the box did just bless us with another piece of leather. All right, pond expansion looking good. We have quite the amount of water now. And it's a nice little elevated pond. Don't want to elevate it too much further until we get some crops in the ground. So, but this is good. This is a good little fishing pond. Eventually it will be a proper fish pond and lead to many lakes in the future. But right now what it's done is it's secured our position as a water manufacturer. Now we have a ton of available water for the entirety of the box. From those 2 buckets, we will spawn an ocean. But for now, this will do fine, and we'll go back to cobblestone mining. Should get another item from the box here very soon as well. The box has blessed us with a spruce sapling. Really stocked on saplings at this point. I don't know if there's something up with the RNG or what, but we are getting way too many saplings. but we are getting cobblestone soon. We will even build our first little very crude shelter. So I imagine it'll be cobblestone, maybe a little bit of stone, depending on if we have the oak tree or not. But it will be just a place to rest our heads and store some stuff. Nothing crazy, probably just like a tent, I imagine. Actually, I like the idea of maybe a little tent in the box. So that will be our first area. Hi everyone, Future K-Switch here with our goal list for this episode. Goal number 1, we need some shelter. Sure, shelter is a place to rest our heads safely, but it is also a selected location to store and protect our goods. Goal number 2, I want to build a basic mob spawning platform. Most of us know the traditional mob spawning chamber. If we can even have a crude version of that, the mob drops could be game changing for the box. And lastly, goal number 3, I would like to flesh out the pond and experiment with one entire fishing rod worth of durability. I think this would be fun just to see what loot we can get. And that's it. Those are our 3 goals for this episode. Now, back to the video. Oh, we have an oak tree. We have an oak tree. So that gives us more wood, which gives us more availability to build stuff. We are going to build ourselves a tent with this wood. All right. Doing really good on saplings now. If we can get an apple, oof, that would be so good. Please give us an apple. All right, I don't think we did not get an apple, but that's okay. We still have a lot more than we had before. We will need a little bit of fence, a little bit of wall. Slabs would be good. Let's try this. Oh, we were blessed with a spruce sapling. Getting a little tired of the saplings, gotta say it. I have to say, I love the box. Thank you for the blessings, the box. I don't want to be ungrateful, but I do want anything other than saplings at the moment. Oof, we need a little bit more. Do we have enough to make? We do. We have enough to make another set of fences, and then maybe something like this will go higher. Okay, this will be our really basic kind of starter tent. I think we can even put some protection around it a little bit. Then we can live in it and just have a little bit of protection from phantoms and a place to sleep and just some shelter. That's all it is. It's a little bit of shelter. Oh my god. Oh my god, it happened. It happened. We have dirt. All right. We are going to start a farming patch temporarily right here. And yeah, we're going to have dirt. Oh my god, we're going to have crops. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Okay. Guys, I mean, we need a lot more dirt than this. This isn't going to be enough, but we have crops, we have trees, we have cobblestone, we have water, we have shelter, we have a bed. This is it. This is it. We are actually in the box. Our box has a future. It will be big and bright and beautiful and diverse. And this is all just the start of it. Oh man, I'm so excited. Oh god, this is working out fantastic. A few more crops would be nice, but potatoes are fine. And really dirt and grass blocks. Dirt and grass blocks at this point. That was great. Thank you, box. Thank you for hearing our prayers. Woo! Heck yeah. And to make it home, we have a fence gate. Perfect. That, at the very least, this place will help defend us against mobs like zombies if they do spawn, which is good. I mean, that's pretty decent protection in and of itself. Let's see. We could probably put this like just right here. That'll be good. We have a shelter with our basic amenities. How nice is that? Okay, this will go, put that up there, and this down here. All right, perfect. And just in time to sleep. Oh, white wool. Oh man, I don't know, maybe a painting. Maybe a painting at some point. Oh, hello, that's a good one. That's a real good one. All right, this has been super lucrative. No apple yet, but we got 22 plus 2 that I turned into planks, so 24 logs, and we're at 13 current saplings with more falling. So still the chance we can get an apple too, but we're going to have more than enough trees for the future. I knew it. I knew that the box would give me an oak sapling right after I got 23 other saplings on our own. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I could feel it in my bones. All right, well, we got an oak sapling. We're probably getting close to the end of tier 1. This might be all we have to work with dirt-wise for a very long time, and that's okay. I mean, we can make this work. I mean, maybe instead of farmland, we'll do 2 oak trees and then live off of apples, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Oh, well, of course, we could do fishing. Fishing could take care of food, and then we'd have 2 places for trees until we get more dirt in the long run. There's a lot of potential there. So actually, I'm very, very happy with where we're heading overall in the box. I think we can really have big plans. I mean, it seems small to be excited about this stuff, but it's just like it's these survival scenarios, survival island, skyblock. A little bit can make you very, very happy, and that's kind of where I'm at. Is we don't have much, but we have a lot at the same time. Very, very happy with where we're going. With our food situation looking like it is, I thought it would be nice to add some stairs to make it easier to reach things without jumping. That should help us a little bit just on places where we would need to go up for any reason. Now that we have all this wood from the oak trees, we should start making some charcoal so that we can smelt larger amounts of things. Maybe get some stone. I would much prefer stone to cobblestone around the pond, so maybe we'll work with that. And then also we'll need stone for our eventual first house, first building on this box server. So this is great. We'll use the wood to give us some other materials here. Oh gosh, we made a couple furnaces and the box blessed us with more dirt. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this dirt a little bit further out, maybe right there, and plant another tree. So we're gonna stick with oaks with the hope of getting an apple. But that is fantastic. Now we have another block for growing. Heck yeah. I was really hoping we'd get more dirt and grass through the first tier. If every block we get for the next several days is dirt and grass, I will only be happy about it. We got some stone cooking. Oh, we got a water bucket. We would have gotten our infinite source no matter what. So we have another bucket to add to our collection of buckets. I was thinking, I was just mining kind of aimlessly here, but then I was thinking, what if a creeper gets over here next to our bed? God forbid one spawns, falls down, comes over here, blows up this, blows up our spawn point, blows up us. Or even worse, what if a creeper comes over here and blows up our only grass block? So I have this idea of maybe building a little wall all around the farm, the temporary shelter, just to further protect this space, since there are a couple of things that I would really hate for a creeper to sneak up on and blow up, which is a potential future. It is something to worry about, so we will go ahead and try and build that. Okay, that should be a decent amount of walls for us to use. And then we can just kind of protect this area a little bit better. And we're back to spruce sapling. So we just got a spruce sapling from the box, but we've built this kind of I don't know, this kind of entryway. We're gonna add another fence gate here, I like it. I think it's good for the start just to protect the grass block a little bit. We moved the dirt, so a tree grew. We took the tree down and moved the dirt over here for the tree. So what's really important is this grass block, so, and our bed, of course. So now I feel like a creeper, if it did spawn and it wandered over, it wouldn't be so easy for it to blow up these two things. So we're actually going to further protect this by making this, and boom, there we go. So now there's just this extra layer of defense between us and that possibility. I think it's time for us to make our first bit of storage. We actually only had enough for one there, so we're gonna make a couple more into that. Okay, we're gonna start with a couple of barrels, and we'll just put those kind of in here, just kind of stacked up, and give it more of a little campy vibe in here. That should do. Now we'll keep a lot of our valuables and unique items in here, and only take out what we really need, which is right now just the bare necessities. Also, we should have, oop, I think I put my, oh, I used all my cobblestone. I got to get more cobblestone, but I think we do now have stone. So we're also going to fix up the pond a little bit. And what I want is we're going to keep some cobblestone, and then it's going to transition into stone as you get higher. So that way it looks more natural and it gives a really cool aesthetic. We got leather from the box. We'll add it to our other 4, I believe, in the chest over there. But right now we are creating that transition at the pond from cobblestone to stone. More lake expansion. And now there is a conversion into stone that will naturally bring stone up as you get higher into the surface. So I like that. I like the transitionary look. And eventually it'll turn to all stone as we get higher with the pond. But the pond itself is looking really good. I'm actually happy with how we're doing there with the water. It gets to a depth of 1, 2, 3, 4 now at the very bottom of it. So we're getting closer to having a proper pond. All right, back in the box. So I desperately need some food. We have got to get some food in us. So I was thinking, we have just a little bit of wood and just a little bit of stone. Maybe since we're so high, I can get away with making a very tiny mob spawner. And the goal is to get just enough bones to really get these potatoes going, which I think these are actually... Was that done? Nope, it was almost done. So that's kind of the goal. We're gonna get some bone meal and get to farming. Hopefully it works. We will see. Here is what we're working with. It is ugly, but we have very limited resources right now. So we just have a very simple 2 by, what is it, 6 here of cobblestone. And then it is completely topped off with slabs to avoid spawning up there. And then we have this little area blocking the light from the sliver of half slab that I have underneath here, like this. So the idea is it's a very tiny space, but it's the only space that mobs will be able to spawn. So if we're far enough away from it, which we should be when we're over by the cobblestone generator, then these will start spawning in here, and maybe we'll get a few bones. But we have an apple! So I was actually just gonna check if we got lucky, and we did. So we have an apple at the very least. We have some food. So I can at least run again, but we need a more reliable source in the long run. So this is our plan. Hopefully this works. I need to get resources. We need resources. If we're gonna fill this whole box, I need a lot more going on. So I need wood and I need stone. Oh, speaking of which, hey, that was good timing. All right, so we have some resource collecting to do. Maybe we'll start a montage. Let's start a montage. 'Cause 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 Ooh, guys, okay, I think we have a problem. I was so caught up with resource gathering, I didn't even notice that the box didn't bless me with anything until the day was over. What I think happened is I didn't toggle on the box plugin upon reloading into the box for the second time ever. So that's a problem. We're gonna try it right now. We should be getting close to tier 2 items. So we're gonna test this. This is, after all, the first time the box is ever used. And hopefully we will get a tier 2 item soon. If we don't, I will fix it before we continue. But we're going to turn it on and hope that the timer for my Minecraft character did not completely reset to the beginning of tier 1 timer countdown. So yeah, just keeping you guys informed at what's happening here. This is, after all, the first ever test of the box, so it makes sense that this stuff will come up. And in the final release of the plugin, I'm sure I'll have this stuff all ironed out. But let's turn that back on and get back to it. And we turned it back on and we were blessed with a birch sapling. So it is still tier 1. That is what we should get no matter what, is something in tier 1. But what we will really be testing now is if tier 1 continues for a much longer time than it was supposed to. So let's get back to it. Ooh, okay, just realized something that is probably obvious to a lot of people, but I oversaw it. I left the water running in here, so nothing is spawning. And a matter of fact, we now have a stack and a half exactly of cobblestone. And I think what that means for us is that it is time to expand this and get it a little bit more proper, and then focus on making it look prettier in the next iteration. So that would be iteration 4, because this is already iteration 2. So let's right now make one that can work with water, and then we will ultimately make it look pretty. We'll make it into something. For now, we are still resource gathering, and we're going to fix up this spawner. Okay, the box answered our question. We just got a cobbled deep slate slab, so it is still counting its own timer with our player, and we have officially entered tier 2. That is not an item anywhere near tier 1, so it is back to working. I just have to remember to, when you log into the box, you have to make sure to toggle that plugin back on. Might change that to a default in the future, but actually it's kind of nice that you can play without it if you wanted to for a session. So I am going to keep it as it is, and just remember to turn it on every time we log into the server. But we got cobbled deep slate. Not useful, but that's the beauty of the box. Sometimes things will be life-changing, and I mean life-changing. And sometimes you're going to be stuck with a cobbled deep slate slab. But that's okay. We will find a use for it, maybe at some point. For now, it's going to go into, I'm sure, what will be a big list of miscellaneous chests, especially now that we're in tier 2. But tier 2 means things can get very, very interesting. So let's now see what the box turns into when there are, close to over 1,000 items, actually, I think. So much is possible. We could be blessed with diamond or iron or gold. We could be blessed with redstone, which could be game changing. I mean, right now I'm thinking a dispenser would have been nice for this problem with the spawning chambers. So that's always something to think about. Anything could change the future of the box, and we will get to think about what we could use these specialty items for. Maybe think about how to use an item that we've never had to really consider using before in the past. So that's just something to look forward to. Here's our current progress on the spawn chamber, but I also wanted to show you guys that we got exposed copper from the box. So we now have our first bits of copper. What we'll do with it, I'm not quite sure yet, but we do have some copper, which is very interesting. Like I said, anything now could happen. We went from a very small list to a ton of items. So we'll keep at it, and I might show you guys these items, like maybe we'll get 2 or 3 as I'm doing stuff around the box, and then show you, because if I show you every item we get in the box forever, then that is a lot of clips, and it will probably get overwhelming and a little monotonous. So I will, from this point on, probably only show you guys handfuls of the items we get over 20 minutes, 25 minutes, or I will show you guys if it's a really good game-changing item. That way, we're not showing just every single item that we get from the box. And I don't even know if we were doing that anyway, but I just want to make sure we pinch that in the bud right now. So I'm going to keep working on this. As you can see, it's going to have a pretty nice little layout. It will be a small version of the mob spawning chamber that we probably all know and love above oceans usually, which in this case it is above an ocean, but we're not going all the way up. We're already all the way up. So this will be cool. I think it'll work great, especially for what we need at the moment, which is just a handful of items. Alright, we are adding the trapdoors as we speak to all of this. And let me just get across here. So we are adding some of the trapdoors. We don't have enough wood for all of them yet. As you can see, we turned a lot of our wood into charcoal, but we also just used a ton of oak planks just to make these few trapdoors that we do have. But we're almost to where we need to be to have this complete. And we have 2 apples, and I put all of the items that we got from the box so far in a chest over in our temporary base. So here is the list so far though. We got the birch sapling, the cobbled deep slate slab, exposed copper, and brown wool. Nothing too crazy, but that's just to get you guys caught up on what we have so far and kind of what is going on. We are making some progress here. It's really the wood that's slowing us down right now. And I realized while collecting the wood that we only have really, 3 dirt blocks that we can use and a grass block. So now that we're out of tier 1, this is basically what we're going to have for a long time. Unless I can figure out a better system sooner, which maybe I can. Maybe there's something that I can do, and I'm not sure. I'll have to do research, and the box is going to make me learn more about Minecraft than maybe I currently know. But for now, we're stuck with the 3. And only 2 of those are allowed for trees since we're using 1 for crops at the moment. So we have a bit of a bottleneck is a good term for it. So the bottleneck being we only have 2 trees at a time, but we'll get there. And this is going to help us once we do complete it. Oh, I was about to stop the recording, but we got a golden chest plate. Okay, a good first piece of armor, not overpowered by any means, gives us just 2.5, but hey, we have our first armor in the box. That's really, really cool. So as you can see, we could get anything. I would consider this a low-mid item, which is kind of perfect for where we're at in the box so far. I honestly think we are moving at the perfect pace, and I'm really happy with the tier system so far. We have here iteration 3 of the spawn chamber, and it's kind of crazy that this is iteration 3 because it looks like something that someone would have made in Minecraft 10 years ago. But it's really basic. I understand that it's basic and it looks hideous. There's no doubting that. It looks really bad, but it serves a purpose. It will work a lot better, and as you can see here, we actually put 2 holes in the glass, so if I walk over this, it looks scary, right? Because it goes off into the sky, but there's actually, as I mentioned last episode, a complete case of barrier blocks around the box, so there's no escaping. And if I drop down here, you can see it is solid, so we can come down and we'll be able to collect. There's trapdoors all the way around, and it hopefully is dark enough in there that mobs will oh, I just realized I did not put solid blocks under the water. And if I don't put solid blocks under the water, they're going to get all this light. Oh, that's so silly. I'm glad we sat down here and I saw that, because it's obviously very bright in there. Okay, so I just need to fix that up real quick. But other than that, we've got about a stack of cobblestone, and we're going to do some more resource gathering. I also moved the tree over here because it was kind of in the way. Packed ice. That's interesting. It's a new item. We're always going to be happy for a new item. But as for what we do with it, I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe we'll use it for a future inventory management system? Like a chest sorter, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to think about packed ice a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to fix this up real quick. And also what I like about this tree being moved is now I'll be able to see it from my peripheral when I'm getting cobblestone, which is nice. I can maximize how I'm gathering resources at the moment, and I'll probably do it for that tree as well. But for now, let's get this fixed because we need bone meal and we need to get our food sorted. And then we can start focusing on aesthetics again. Oh, I think yeah, we got a creeper. Might need to be a little bit careful with creepers, especially in the box. But that's cool. We got our first bits of gunpowder ever. And we were able to move the tree as well, but check this out, guys. You are going to find this to be interesting, I think. So if I go into this chest, nope, it's the one below it. Look at what the box blessed us with. Emerald ore. We can't do anything with it yet because I'm pretty sure you can't mine emerald ore with a stone pickaxe. However, the idea of getting emeralds is interesting for the purpose of a wandering trader. Now, I'm not sure if they'll spawn in an ocean biome. I need to verify that. But that could potentially. Now, this is without looking it up. But I believe it would open the door for new types of trees and maybe some other interesting items as well. So I need to consider this and possibly think about waiting for a fortune pickaxe somehow in order to make that work. And maybe we do that through fishing, and then the iron through zombies in a mob farm. Okay, I think we're onto something. We might be onto something. I'll have to give it more detailed thought, but it is interesting to think about. No way. We got a power 1 unbreaking 1 bow? We got an enchanted bow from this little thing? That's actually insane. That sound scared the crap out of me. That sound scared me so much. I know it's... what? What? Burn pottery sherd. I don't even know what that does. I mean, I understand what it does, but I've not experimented with pottery yet. So burn pottery sherd. Interesting. I'll have to figure out what to do with that, if I can do anything with that. Oh, I was just here getting some mob drops, which we got some good drops, but look at what the box blessed us with. We've got deep slate iron ore. We actually will have iron. Now, what do we do with the iron is the real question. Yeah, I can make a shield, but do I really need it? We're not playing hardcore, and we're keeping things pretty safe. What should I really do with the iron? I'm tempted to save it and get ready to make some hoppers in the future, because the sooner we can have hoppers, the quicker we can automate things. So I think that's what I plan on doing. But if you guys have any ideas, I would love to hear them, because I probably won't do anything this episode with it, but it is worth considering for all of us for the next episode. So if you have an idea of what we should do with the 1 iron, go ahead and leave a comment below in this video and we'll check it out and see what we think for the next episode. Alright, I have been resource gathering and collecting for a little bit, and we have over 5 stacks of cobblestone now and just a little bit of oak wood. We have not had as much luck growing the trees, but we also have mob drops. Now, we have a problem. If I go and open up the mob drops chest, we have these, and I'm not complaining. This is way better than, and every bit of bone we've been turning into potatoes, which is why I have a healthy stack of baked potatoes on me. But I was thinking, we have a healthy stack of baked potatoes, we have a golden chest plate, maybe we should use it. So I was considering putting a temporary Coliseum platform somewhere over here maybe, and in that way I'll be able to choose what to fight. So I maybe can get spiders and we can get string. If we get string, I can go fishing, and I will happily fish until that fishing pole completely dies out. So that is my new objective. We have these little bit of resources. We're gonna make a Coliseum, and at night we're going to hopefully fight some spiders and get enough string to make a fishing rod. So I will catch up with you guys very soon. We have a crude little Coliseum here set up, a little entrance, and all we have to do is take out these torches and we should see some mobs begin to spawn here as well as in our little chamber over there, which we can already see there's a couple of things waiting for us. So hopefully this will work out, and then we will have some spiders to kill. We have a working and effective spawn platform that we can go and actually physically fight these guys in. The only thing I'm worried about is, let's say a creeper blows up the fence gates, and if this is full, it releases a ton of mobs everywhere around here. That's when things can get a little dangerous. But I also think I heard a spider over in this platform. Yep, I definitely heard a spider, but I don't see it in here. And that may be due to how we have the trap doors set up. Ooh, we have an Enderman in here as well. We need to be a little bit careful here. Oh, a couple of spiders though too. Oh, the spiders can just climb it. Yep, that's actually really good for us, because then we can just take the spiders out. So that worked out really well, actually. There we go. 4 string. Now we can go ahead and we'll shut this down for the night. It's about to be daylight anyway, but we will put torches so that spiders don't spawn, climb the wall, and attack us while we're fishing. And then we will give a whole fishing rod's length of time. I don't know if that's going to be a day or a day and a night, or maybe even less than that, but we're going to start fishing and stop fishing as soon as that fishing rod completely breaks. So that is the new plan. Make a fishing rod, protect this area, get it lit up, and start fishing. Alright, let's get rid of you. Oh, no pearl, but at least we killed him without any issue. Okay, here's the plan. We have our full fishing rod right here. We have a chest that is completely empty, and we are going to sit here in our pond and finally get to fish in the box for the first time ever. And we're gonna wear this fishing rod out and see if we get anything worth it, and see if we have a lucky pond on our hands. So I'm actually really excited. I love fishing in Minecraft. It's simple, but it's so much fun, and you never know what you're gonna get. Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. This box will look completely different in, I don't know, 24 episodes? I mean, I'm sure it'll look different each episode. But can you guys imagine, like, 20 episodes down the line, 100 episodes down the line? What will this box look like? What will come of this? Will we have sand eventually? Because we don't want to use our sand for anything other than decoration, I think, because we'll have so little of it. And then, of course, glass. Once we get Silk Touch, we will have more glass than we will ever need. So we won't have to worry about glass, but I do worry about having access to sand in the long run. And gravel, for that matter. And with that, we have completed one whole fishing rod. I have to say, I don't think we got anything too crazy, but let's show you guys what we got. We got rotten flesh, 2 things of leather boots, a name tag, which is the best item we got. Oh, the box just blessed us with chiseled stone brick and a cherry fence gate a little while ago. We got a bowl from fishing, 32 cod. The need for food has lessened dramatically. 12 salmon, a leather, 11 puffer fish, 3 tropical fish. So that's it. That's what we got. I mean, honestly, there's some stuff in here, like the food, that has changed our situation on a huge scale. Leather, I mean, I think I said sometime in the last episode, oh yeah, we're gonna have to be careful with leather because we won't have cows for a while. Completely forgot we can fish leather. And matter of fact, I'm sure a lot of the stuff we find fishing is going to be an eye-opener for me. The name tag is huge. Obviously, that's the rarest item we got. And that will be fun to figure out what we're gonna use that on. But I think more than anything, we gotta figure out how to get mobs in the first place that we wanna keep. and I think chickens are going to be our first ones. But this is what we got. This is a full fishing rod. Hello everyone! Now that we have completed our 3 main goals for the episode, shelter, a place for mobs to spawn, and a full fishing rod worth of loot, let's go over what we've gathered in the box since I logged back in. So the first half of this video was still my first time playing in the box, and that was all the way to shelter being built and the pond being expanded, and everything after that is what I have gathered in the second chest here, what the box has given us. So let's open that up and take a look. We got the birch sapling, cobbled deep slate slab, copper. We've got all this stuff. The most interesting stuff we got here, gold ore, iron ore. I think the shirt is pretty interesting. A lot of this stuff I don't really know what we're gonna do with yet. But here it is to share with all of you, and if you have ideas, feel free to leave them below or reach out to me on any of our social media. The banner pattern globe is cool. I don't even know what that looks like, to be honest. I mean, I can imagine what it looks like. So this is what we got. Here is the text to show you guys from the birch sapling, everything else we got as well in this list. So there you go. Feel free to pause it if you want to double check that I have everything in this chest, but that is what we've accomplished. Let's take a look around real quick at what we've done. From moving trees and building shelter to collecting resources and creating new ways to gather resources as far as fishing and mob drops go. Let's look at what we have resource-wise. We are a little bit low. We spent a bit on the Coliseum. We have 2 stacks of cobblestone, 40 oak logs, and a full stack of oak saplings. That's not bad. We also have the 5 apples we gathered, 15 baked potatoes currently, and in here we have leather pants, some string, the enchanted bow we got, some bones to get even more food. We of course have the mob spawning chamber. We have an expanded pond that will get even bigger very soon, I'm sure. All this loot from our first fishing trip, and of course the Coliseum. And now, red concrete as well. So red concrete, not the most useful, but it is another interesting block to add to the collection, which there will be undoubtedly a collection room in the long run to store some of the more interesting materials that we gather over the course of this box. But I hope you guys had a great time today with us in the box. I have to say, this is the most fun I've had in single player survival Minecraft possibly ever, but certainly in a really, really long time. If you are thinking about joining your own box, I would highly recommend it. Record it, stream it. I think it's a ton of fun and a very interesting concept. And personally, and of course I'm biased, but I really have enjoyed it, and the support has just been incredible. And speaking of which, if you guys did make it this far, which I'm sure there's very few of you, but if you did, and you like the content, please check if you're subscribed. Make sure that you're always updated on future box episodes, and please feel free to like and comment as well. I really do love hearing from you guys. I mostly hear from you on TikTok, but I would love to hear from YouTube comments as well. So if you have anything you want to say or interested in any of the blocks we have and maybe some ways we can use them, please share. I actually do genuinely care, and I will read every comment. So feel free to go ahead and do with that as you will. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you all are having a beautiful start to this fall here in 2024. And until next time, my name is K-Swish, and this has been another Wish the Wizard video. Thank you so much, guys, and I will be back in the box soon. Bye!